Hey there, it's Amanda. What's up? I have just seen one of the grossest things I've seen in a long time. A kid carved something into a tree. I'm in the middle of the Adelaide Botanic Gardens and I stepped out and I just stood there watching it, and she didn't stop. The audacity of some people, hey, and like to think that someone could come to our botanical gardens and commit a crime like that in front of everyone, broad daylight. So anyway, we'll go on with the actual true purpose of the video, which is some information about my no buys for 2025, which is a little bit later than most other people on YouTube, but I've had some family death. My dad died, and I haven't really been feeling like doing much entertaining on YouTube. I don't I've actually felt like quite solitary and been catching up with my family and stuff like that. So yeah, but here I am today. I've got it all written down, and I've already published this list on Instagram, but I wanted to talk about it, flesh it out a bit. It's a bit different to what I've seen on other people's videos on YouTube, not that I've seen that many. And I'll also talk about a few other things during. It won't all be filmed here today. I'll be filming at different locations and also my house. Catch you there. So I've got to say why I'm doing this. It's not just for popularity or likes or anything like that. I wanted to do this because of environmental reasons, financial reasons, as in personal financial reasons, also economic, broad range, putting your money where your mouth is, of course, which leads on to the political reasons. And as I feel at the moment, there's a lot of big companies that are playing with political agendas and high finances and things like that. So I want to make sure that what I buy myself is going to also gel with my personal values. So yeah, that leads on to the personal conviction being my intention. And this is a side point, but at the moment I'm learning, personally seeking to learn about patience. I've been looking at various religions, doctrines on patience, including the Amish, the Hindus, Christians, Stoicism, things like that, and their practices, why they believe patience is important and things like that. This year I want to practice very honourable patience. Oh, have a look at this. He's my little friend. One of the babies that comes to my house, or a relative. You're a relative. I haven't got anything to bring. I didn't bring anything to feed you today. Not meant to anyway. One of the things I'm looking at is as well the world at the moment, the way it is, it's in chaos. The very few people notice this, although a lot of people complain about it. There's wars, murders, genocide, atrocities against animals, abuse, theft, rudeness, capitalism, oligarchy, basic unfairness, lies, and more wrongs unfold by the minute. It is easy to see that people are starting to realise the consequences of their ignorance, but we are not there yet. We have a lot of people that need to wake up and start treating things things, as in humans, animals, the earth, the atmosphere, everything better. But we're still subdued. We are still not encouraged by the government to be healthy, wealthy and happy and spiritually fulfilled. Far from it. And if you don't have your government behind you, what chance do you have? From my personal experience in the public health system, it's quite disastrous, and they don't really care about how your health is going with that sort of thing. They tend to like pills and happy to have side effects, don't care about diet, that sort of thing. But I'm very lucky that I have the fortunate experience of going to a very good clinic, and I pay for my private health insurance as well. So moving right along, I'll just give you a reminder that we are in public here. It's pretty I can see people walking past and that sort of thing. If the girl that carved her name or whatever into the tree walks past again, I'm going to video her, hey. So my no buys for 2025, the exception is consumables or makes, as in if I make myself something or I buy something to make something, that's got to keep me entertained, and that can't be crossed out. So first along the list we have notebooks. Now Amanda here, she loves notebooks. I love writing, and notebooks are something that I'd buy just out of fun, and I have like a whole bunch of them, a couple of boxes of them, and I don't need any more. I need to start writing. Here's the man on the machine. We got a bit of live action there from the gardeners here at the Botanical Gardens. So number 2 on the list is no more clothing. At the moment I'm size 18 to 20, and I have so much clothing, and what I would like to do is lose weight and wear the clothing that I already have for those sizes, or buy new clothing when I lose weight. So no more fat clothes in the purchases, because I want to lose this fat, which I think is a very honourable thing. Clothing except underwear and socks, that is. I like to get new underwear all the time, and I love to get socks. These ones actually have foxes on them, but that's just the tail. So number 3 on the list is fashion jewellery. I do not need any more fashion jewellery. I have got enough. I've got stuff that I have not worn yet. I've got things that I've been keeping aside for special occasions. I've got things that I've worn once and have desperately tried to hold on to because I want to have that opportunity to wear it again. I guess that there's a lot of times where, it depends on your outfit and things like that. But if I do buy jewellery, I want to buy fine jewellery, as in sterling silver, carroted gold, or carroted gold, or the two together is fine too, just like this ring. That's my Richard Ivy ring that has a green tourmaline in it. Green tourmaline for my birthday in October, for those of you that don't know. Number 4, things from China to resell. Now look, I love getting things from China. I love how cute a lot of things are, and the things that I get tend to be a lot better quality than what I've heard other people getting. But I have to admit, there's too much competition when you buy something from there and want to resell it. There's too many other competitors offering it at a lower price, or there's people that are just going to outdo you in advertising. And as a one person business person, even though it's only my side hustle, I can't afford to support that. It's pointless. And I have to say, companies like Temu and Shein, they may see in the future that we don't like you because you've cut us all out of the market. We used to have situations where you could buy wholesale from China and not get people that buy one-offs getting the same price as you, and we would be able to be wholesalers to people. But now places like Temu and Shein have cut that out, and they're giving wholesale prices to retail clients, and it destroys industries. And quite frankly, a lot of those industries that they're destroying are the local businesses that also have local products that you probably might want. So think again when you're buying from Temu or Shein, that perhaps it's just like adopting a dog instead of getting one from a breeder. Go figure. Number 5 is paper. I have so much paper. I've got like boxes of A4 white paper to go in the photocopier and printer or whatever. And I've also got lots of stationery, and I've got loads of like papers to do scrapbooking with, and photographic backgrounds, and all sorts of things. So I really don't need any more paper. And like doodling paper or note paper, or you name it, I've got it. And I done this on purpose because I do like writing, and I want to encourage myself to write. You know, preparing for this video, I wrote a lot of things down, and I guess that that makes it something that I've thought about before I've done it, and gives it a bit more value. Once again, I'm not doing this for views or likes or whatever, although they would be nice. I'm doing this to record my own life, and maybe one day when I'm old and sick, I can watch back to my middle age and say, hey man, look at all the ideas she had. But this is what I'm doing at this stage in my life. I'm looking back at, like, say, my 20s, I'm 51 now, and saying, oh wow, you were going really good then. But would I buy some fancy rolly papers if I saw them on my journeys? Number 6 is stickers. I have got a box that, you know, those big packing boxes, I can't even show you on this screen. Say like 80 centimeters by another 40 by 50 high. I've got that full of stickers, and I'm going to sort some out to sell some on my Depop. But I've got too many stickers, and I don't use them all. There's so many there that it's hard to go through them and like pick out one that you really want. You really have to be lucky to find one that you really want. So like when things get that jumbled, I guess you have to look at narrowing down your purchases as well. Now this is really serious. My cat's not here today, she's at home and I'm not allowed to bring her to the botanical gardens, otherwise she would have been in videos in the past, as you can imagine. But no more toys for Pookie. And this is going to be forever, for the rest of her life, because she has so many toys and she just likes the same ones. Just a moment. The gardening guy again. So she has so many toys and she just likes the same ones all the time, and she doesn't wear them out either. And she got a new scratch post today, which I'll put in some little photos of her getting it in the box, and if we can get her playing with it before I edit the video, we'll get some photos of that too, or some little videos. So she got a new scratch post today because her one the first one I'd ever bought her, when I first got her, it's only like yay high, and she actually has like scratched it down to the core of it, and like all the sisal has been shredded. So that could have been a danger for her, and I didn't really realise, because it's sort of away from where I get to have a look. So no more toys for Pookie. She has enough shit. So also no more entertainment apps. I went on Netflix and I watched a Chris Hemsworth movie, and then I didn't look at it for 6 months, man. So why did I even want to bother paying for it, hey? So I prefer to get free shit off of YouTube, and I'm a YouTube Music member, so I can do the things that you need to do on there, like make playlists and do that sort of shit. So that keeps me happy with the music. And yeah, like I'm not into watching movies so much. I like watching documentaries, and I love watching people talking. I really love watching Soft White Underbelly and Tasting History with Max Miller and Cash Jordan. They're my 3 favourites that I can think of at the moment on YouTube. And I love watching movies about Amish people, or like that sort of culture. So that's something I like watching documentaries about. So it's a funny old world with YouTube though, because you can get like so much stuff if you know where you're looking. If you have no idea about how to search, you've really lost the point of having it, hey? But I don't mind watching ads on YouTube either, because I'll tell you a story here. Way back, I'm not quite sure when it would have been, but I think it was late noughties. I was watching YouTube all the time, and I used to see an ad. I think it's for a fragrance, and I would always see this guy, and I'd think, oh, he's so hot, I want to marry him. Which, the I want to marry him is just something that you say. It's not something that you really want to do. And I wondered about who this guy was and everything like that. And it turns out, I find out years later, I only found this out 2 years ago, that guy that I was looking at in that ad was Henry Cavill. And that's very funny, because like he wasn't very famous back then, but he was really hot. And now I don't know how hot I think of him as. It's a bit ordinary. I like kind of a bit more sort of like comfortable in a suit instead of dressed in a suit. but you know, he obviously has his own woman now and their little baby, so good luck to them. But yeah, that garden is very busy here. Wouldn't be the same one going past. They all have this little vehicle thing going on. So yeah, the entertainment apps, which was number 8 by the way, won't be doing them anymore. Saves you some money as well. Get things for free. By the way, the Adelaide Botanical Gardens is situated just outside the CBD, so that's why you can hear that would have been a ambulance coming from the Royal Adelaide Hospital, which is sort of the Botanical Gardens is in the northeastern corner of the square of Adelaide, which was planned out by the Freemasons immaculately, and then the Royal Adelaide Hospital is over in the northwest corner. And something that is a tidbit here: if you stay in the Royal Adelaide Hospital and you have like a room that looks out west, you'll be able to see all of the bats fly past on their journey out each night from the gardens. They hang out in some trees near here. Facts about Adelaide. Number 9 is bad cleaning products. I have a friend that's a cleaner, a professional cleaner, and he says that those like environmentally friendly products, he says how shit they are, and like I used to buy them like religiously because I thought I was doing something for the environment or whatever. But if you look at the ingredients, they're usually the same or worse than the normal brands. I used to buy Earth Choice dishwashing liquid, and now I buy Morning Glory dishwashing liquid, and you notice a difference. And when you're 51 and you notice a difference, you know it must be good. So no more crappy products, and like that also goes for non-environmentally friendly ones. I guess if you're heterosexual, you'll check out my love technique when I'm doing this. It is a very hot day today. I guess not too hot for South Australia, but it's 32 degrees and I'm not in the air conditioning. I'm just here sitting under a beautiful tree, or several beautiful trees, in the nice green area, which makes it nice and cool. Number 10 is things I can easily make. Like I can make my own earrings, I can sew my own clothes. There's a lot of things that I can make that I don't have to buy if I just put some time and effort in. I'm a very handy person, and I've got time, I've got effort. This year is going to be the year of Amanda, 2025. I'm going to help myself lose weight, help get fitter, and eat much better than I have been. Been sneaking little bits of sweets every now and again. So this has led to having a diabetic problem, and I really need to avoid that. Also, all of my weight I want to lose. So let's see if you are listening and you're a friend of mine. I would love it if you could help me do that. Also, things that I can make, I can sell them on Depop or eBay, the addresses of which will be travelling along your screen around about now, or have been since this shot came into view. So look out for some exciting things that I will be having for sale on my various platforms. And we're going to throw some ads in of this broadcast as well. So all of those ads are unpaid for by my own company. I don't have a company as in an Australian business number. It's just a low profit platform on Depop or eBay. Check it out. And I will never buy ever again as seen on TV items, as seen pardon me, as seen on Instagram items. I'm not on Facebook anymore, but you know, all the ads that they have on Facebook for this is the world's greatest thing and you should buy it. Think High Smile. Anyone that bought that purple toothpaste and thought that it would make their teeth white, what a take that was. And it was expensive too, and they wanted to keep sending it to me if I didn't stop the subscription. So I think about that and all the times that I've been ripped off, and say for instance on Instagram you buy something that a piece of clothing, and it's they don't even send you the right size, and that very much bothers me. On my Depop or anywhere you buy clothes from me or jewellery from me, everything's written down, the measurements in centimetres or millimetres. Sorry, all of you people in USA. But if you buy a ring from me, beautiful rings that I've got on here, the size is there. So I really resent other sellers that don't mention sizes and things like that, because they're misleading people, and they're you'll find that people will buy something from you and be dissatisfied. So I don't want that for my customers, and I don't want that from myself. Everything that I'm purchasing this year, I'm going to be putting research behind it to make sure that anything that I put my consumer dollar behind is from a good place and will serve the need that I have it for. I'm sick of dropping off a whole heap of things to the op shop because I can't use them, I can't sell them, I don't want them, they're not the right thing, so nah. All it takes is a message to the seller, and if the seller doesn't reply, don't buy it. Well, we're talking about what I buy as well, but ultimately, from me trying to tell you these things, that we would like it if this rubbed off on you. We don't want you copying me, but I don't mind being an influence. At 51 years of age, you would like to think you could influence people, particularly the younger generation. I would love to influence people to not carve their names on trees, but to plant trees and to water them and to be respectful towards trees. Ha ha ha. Now we're in the barber shop rotunda. still in the Adelaide Botanical Gardens. This is my book that's holding me accountable. Cover up the address. And I handmade this book. I like to cover my own notebooks. That's why I don't want to buy any more because I have a heap that also need to be covered. So these are my little lists that I published on Instagram, and we'll put a copy of those for you. But the number 12, I have mentioned already. Temu, Shein, Wish, Lightbox, all of those sorts of ones. Every time I buy something from there, it's absolutely shit. Some of the Shein clothes aren't too bad, but I noticed that you have to wash them separately and pay attention to any small imperfections and repair them straight away. So they're not as good quality, but like with me being a bigger person, there's not many fashionable brands that bring out clothes that I want to wear. Not that this is Shein, and neither is this, and neither are my pants, and neither are my shoes, neither are my socks, neither are my underwear, but they do have some pretty dresses. Temu, I'm fucking sick of the ads, and if you've been supporting Temu, I think you're a joke. So yeah, let's see if their business will stay afloat. I'm predicting that places like Temu and Shein will be wiped out. Now, this has been a long-term thing for me, partially because I'm vegetarian, but partially because I don't believe in the politics that go behind their service and that sort of thing, is McDonald's. Since I put this list up on Instagram, I've actually been getting McDonald's ads in my feed once more, and I think, you're fucking joking, right? Anyway, KFC, would never, could never. Now, Hungry Jack's, or like it might be called Burger King or whatever in the USA, I don't mind them because they do have some nice vegetarian burgers, but it's probably the whole ethic of not shopping fast food. I agree. Earlier today I went to visit my doctor, and I said to her, we're going to go busters on a diet this year to get Amanda back to good shape, and obviously McDonald's, KFC, Hungry Jack's don't qualify for that. Another one in that category of food is Nestle. I don't know how many of you know the problems with Nestle. That might be something you want to Google yourself and not look at what the actual company is promoting behind what they sell. Nestle's been a big one for me for a long time. I probably haven't had any Nestle food since the 80s. I haven't had any McDonald's since the 80s, or KFC either. I used to really like KFC because my ex-boyfriend worked there, and he would bring home a heap of free chicken and free potato and gravy and things like that. So I got into it back then, but since then, nah, he doesn't work there anymore, and I hate him anyway. We broke up in 1991 we broke up, so it's a long time ago now, and I don't hold any warm feelings for that one. Number 14 is holiday decor. I will never buy any more Christmas things any more Easter things, any more happy birthday signs or anything like that, if I ever have to have anything like that again, I'm buying it from the op shop. That's where it all ends up. Everyone buys all of this new shit every year, and then they end up not using it and they donate it to the op shop, and the op shop just sells it out brand new. So why not get it from the op shop anyway? Close the link, shop second hand, circular economy. No more nail polish. I have got enough colours of nail polish. However, I can buy consumable mani products to keep up the the clear glosses and the base coats and moisturising things. Necessary. You may or may not be able to see one of those jiglr things in the background here. It's a little bit clear because of the light. Jiglr looks much better at night time if you have a chance to come and have a look at it. It is spectacular. Number 16 is sheets, and I have got probably about 10 sheets for my queen size bed. I only have one of them, and I've got probably about 5 or 6 single bed sheets. I don't really need more. There's only one of me, and the cat sleeps on the single bed. It's easy to keep up all of those. And if you do need more, there's eBay, but I would prefer not to buy any more. Not for now. Just 1 year off would be great. Hopefully they all last that long. I just met an artist. She's here drawing the jiglr exhibition. She's not like employed by anyone. She's just doing it for fun. And I had to talk to her. She's a lovely lady. I can't wait to get back to artwork, you know. I don't know how many people know this, but I have had a very bad history with my mental health. I can't say that I agree with the diagnosis I get, and every time I go to hospital I do get a different diagnosis. So I have been, last time I went to hospital, which was February 2023, I was diagnosed with schizophrenic disorder and bipolar disorder. I can't comment whether that's accurate. Personally, I think I have PTSD. I was raped for 25 years by someone who's still walking free, and I was also sexually abused by my brother. So those two things obviously would give me a bit of grief. I don't know how I am going to solve that for me, as in like make myself feel better about it. I guess therapy is the only way, but getting good therapy these days, I don't know about that. We can only try. I did mention earlier that I'd seen my doctor today, and I am seeing a new GP. So hopefully she'll give me some good help. wish me all the best. So number 17, I only buy one pair of trainers this year and pay cash. Might get some discount, but I usually buy just like, oh, those trainers, and I end up with a whole heap that just don't really suit me or whatever. But like, I've got in mind that I want to buy some black walking shoes and some Doc Marten sandals, so they will be the two that I'm buying. We talk about shoes later in the list, but only one pair of trainers is my commitment. I don't care how expensive they are, within reason, but just one pair. The next one, plates and cups and bowls and serving items and cutlery. I have heaps of that sort of stuff, and I'm really upset that I never got to have my ideal dinner parties or anything like that. I'm probably going to die before I ever have a dinner party, as in we'll have the dinner party in heaven. The reason why I have so much is because I always thought it would be a good idea, but especially since COVID, people don't want to come around to your house for dinner anymore, and I don't have that many friends either. So I would love to be able to put on dinner parties, but I'd hate to clean up after one, but that's what you get servants for. No, I'm only joking, man. I don't have servants, and I don't agree that it's a good idea, but I would like someone to help me out with the dishes when I put on these dinner parties, because sometimes if you have 6 people over for a dinner party and they're all drinking with different cups and they have 3 courses or whatever, that's a lot of dishes. So yeah, and I try not to ask my guests to do the dishes. Number 19, gambling. I don't gamble. It's not really a hard thing. Or lottery tickets, don't buy them any. I see like such a futility in those sort of things, except when I was growing up, the person that, like, I had a friend that had a really big house, and then next door to their really big house was another really big house, just like in every suburb that has really big houses. And the guy there, he did fancy my friend, but his parents had won the lottery first prize in the lottery twice, and they weren't very good at keeping their money either. So like, that's my dad was that. Maybe you've heard this before from me, but my dad was an economist and an accountant and all of that dreary stuff, and he highly opposed gambling and lottery tickets. That's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it for myself. Don't want to spend the money, don't want to have the hassle, don't want to tune into the TV and check my numbers or anything like that. Don't want to tune into the TV at all. Some of these things I love as well, and I really won't resent you if you buy them for me, like Hello Kitty stuff, but you know, I just have to stop wasting my own money on stockpiling these things. But gifts, very, very, very welcome. And the next one is incense. I have stockpiled about a whole temple's worth of incense. I've been buying it in bulk for years. I have run out of my most of my Indonesian incenses, and I really like those. So that's something I might want to buy, particularly if I go to Indonesia, which I may not, probably never will. I've been there twice. Don't really want to go again, especially not just for incense. incense and some of those things like collections, there's some of those you just want to compile everything. Like I want to have, like when it came to incense, I just wanted to have every type of incense available. And even when my friends sent it to me, I would get so excited. I'd think, oh, another one. And over Christmas, I was in David Jones and I saw they had this gingerbread incense, and it's like $40, and I thought, oh my God, I really want this. And I was actually thinking about buying it, and someone stopped me, which was very good. They didn't stop me as in, you can't buy that. They just interrupted me while I had it in my hands and stuff like that. But incense, it's lovely to have like a selection of things, even like things that aren't incense. For instance, clothes, nail polish, notebooks, papers. It is cool to have a selection of those things if you do like them. And I don't deny anyone wanting to have more than one of a certain type of thing. Is that the treats for you, Pookie, on your treat pillow? Look at my baby. This is my turtle dove that was born this year, in this spring. Oh, sorry, last year, because we're in 2025 now. She was born during probably October, November 2024. She's the runt of the litter, and I like her to hang around. So I like my little baby turtle dove to hang around because I feed the birds. I've got to watch out how much I feed them so I don't attract rodents. One part of gardening is it's not rats or mice, but there's something at the moment that's taking my zucchinis. No, I'm really pissed off about that. And there's no red tomatoes yet. We've had so many green tomatoes and they go. So I don't know what's going on with that. Hopefully we'll figure it out. So, I had a lovely trip today at the gardens. I go there with my mom, and she goes off, does her own thing. I go off, do my own thing. It works out well for us both. Share on transport. I'm very big on minimal pollution creation. So yeah, but I enjoyed my time. I haven't really reviewed what I've said, so I'm just going straight off. But I do know that we got up to, I think it was sheets. I'm not sure. I think we got after that. I'm not sure. My memory's not working. Oh well. I'll have to go and look at the book or just get it out now. One moment. Got my wonderful map that we'll be using during this video. And we've got the book again. Yay! So I do believe, oh yes, we did incense was the last one. So that was number 20. So that's 20. We've had rewind, go back, listen to the reasons behind Amanda Jane Johnston not wanting to purchase any more incense. That's one thing that I'd like to have a go at making. But probably not this year. I don't think I will fit it in. I have a lot of things that I've already got planned for this year. That's something I guess would be nice to talk about in a New Year video, which is this one. I want to learn how to bake bread. That's one of them. I want to, and we've talked about the health things. Probably getting better health care as well is an issue. You know, I might be with a good doctor or whatever, but maybe I need more than that. So she's putting me on to a psychologist and she's not sure about the psychiatrist, but I have to go with what she tells me to do because I have no other choice, which really sucks. I feel like with healthcare these days, unless you've got some real like money sway or whatever, you really like I basically am only when I go to hospital or whatever, the only person that comes to see me is my mum, because that's the only person I've got. I don't have a husband. I don't have anyone. So everyone's dead. And no one helps. And all my friends left me because I was mentally ill and I said strange things to them and they couldn't suck it up. What about all the fucking strange things they said to me when they're on ecstasy or acid, man? Or all the fucking stupid drugs they've done, or how much they've been pissed. I advise don't take any drugs at all until you're like 60 and you can afford to have a stroke or like your bowels come out of your ass. Just don't do any drugs at all. Anyway, on with the show. 21 is a funny or a gag gift. Don't even bother. And please don't give them to me either. So make that known. This is one I don't want from anyone. The idea would be more charming towards me is to take a photo instead. See something, line it up, boom, take a photo, send the photo. Look at this, this reminded me of you. Ha 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 ha, I love you. And, awesome, out of the blue, 1 o'clock in the morning, Amanda's up, late at night, hey man, yeah, I'm having fun. Boom, get a text. Oh my God, that's so funny. That's the kind of thing I want, not just more junk for my house or to put in my op shop. So yeah, thank you for that one. Now we have number 22. High heels or cheap shoes? At the moment, I am wearing the Fox socks that I talked about before. See, I can point my toe with a straight there. You could put a ruler on that. But I don't like walking around in high heels anymore. That's lost its appeal for me. And there's some that I'll keep for home, but I'm getting rid of all of them. And I've bought a lot of cheap shoes. Or perhaps they weren't cheap to me, but they're cheaply made, and I was like, probably wasted my money there. So we'll avoid doing that. And I've really have to keep in mind what I buy with shoes, because I'm very whimsical and I love like all sexy looking things and stupid looking things and bright and dark and all sorts of things. I love shoes, but I've just got to stop buying them. Thank you. That is pomegranate juice and sugar-free lemonade. Ooh. I love pomegranate juice every now and again, not too often because it seems very sugary. My doctor today wants me to sugar-free, which is good. We'll do that. I don't think it's healthy for me anyway. Not very. Maybe I'll have some pineapple donuts at the Fabulous Baker Boys Bakery every now and again, but not all the time. So where were we? High heels and cheap shoes. No more. And that will go on forever as well, unless I'm like drunk one time in a very attractive shoe shop. And the thing is, I don't get drunk, so that won't happen. If you want to know, Amanda does not have alcohol, and that comes later in the list anyway, so we'll discuss that. So number 23, paying for any app I don't already use unless I make money. Now, that doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that one out. It's very straightforward. And that's something else. I have had... I don't know how scammy the romances are, but even things that aren't scammy and seem very realistic in the way of romance. Sorry, I'm watching my birds at the same time. There's 3 of them out there at the moment. Even the ones that aren't scammy, that I know the person and that sort of thing, they ask me for fucking, oh, can you pay for this app? And it's like, fucking no way. I don't even pay for apps myself. Like, I have a very strict rule, and no way. Unless you get like something like for a yearly price that's like under $20 and you use it all the time, I consider that reasonable. And like I've had a Bollywood app, like a Bollywood exercise app that I paid 99 cents for. There's like editing programs and stuff like that. You can get them for under $20. So I highly advise people to stop wasting money on stupid fucking crap apps. And like all of this, I've got to pay for the cloud. No, you don't. Delete all those stupid photos that are like blank photos of your camera going off in your pocket, and like you pick the best out of the 20 photos that you took that morning of your cat. There's only so much the world can cope with data. It's not invisible. It's in a factory somewhere making electricity go on over time. And where does that electricity come from? Fossil fuels. Or even wind farms or whatever. I don't care where it comes from. It just shouldn't be happening. So delete, 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 and you'll pay for less. So maybe that was my dad coming back as a reincarnated, or maybe channeling my dad and giving financial advice, because in the latter part of his career he was a financial planner. I actually trained to be a financial planner for about 6 months. Fucking bored the shit out of me, man. But like when you get to the point of being a financial planner and having clients, it's actually quite fun because you go out to lots of lunches and stuff. I'm got my book here and keep looking at that. That's why I'm looking over there. I'm not trying to ignore you. Of course I want to ignore you, man. You're going to stop the video soon, aren't you? I'm going to take my top off in about 10 minutes. So keep up. Next one, sunglasses. I have got some to show you. Boom! I'm going to sell these. Where? Loved Up Amanda on Depop. Get there soon. I have got so many pairs of sunglasses. There's a few for sale already on that platform for me and other people's wardrobes. For sure, I've seen some nice ones there for myself. But I kind of have made this rule now for 2025. 2025, that's right. But you don't say it like that. 2025 is the go word to name the year. And I am not going to buy any more sunglasses this year. However, if I see some sitting around, so watch out. I'm a sunglasses thief. For real. The next one has to do with my enormous vanity and my beautiful hair. I've had it in a plait today, but I try and have it up during the day and then put it down at night. It's not nighttime yet, but I like scrunchies, and I have so many of them. Come and have a look. Today's video is brought to you officially and unfiscally from Loved Up Amanda's Depop platform, and also you can catch a few of my different items on eBay, Belladonna Princess _9. I have things like seeds and a few clothes and bits of jewellery and stuff like that. I'd like to put up some more on eBay, and that will take a little bit of time. So number 25 was scrunchies, and I probably don't need any new hair accessories, including wigs. Maybe if you've seen my closet video, you've seen that I have many wigs, and I don't wear them. I like my own hair. It's getting quite long now. I did have it up to here for a little while. But yeah, no more hair accessories, Amanda. Number 26 is zippered pencil cases or purses. Now, this is for a few reasons. I have heaps already, and I don't really want to spend more money on them. They are a cheaper item, or should I say less expensive. But what I want to do is make some of my own. I have a heap of zips. A really nice lady gave me one time. She had a whole heap stashed away, and she gave me some. And I, not that materials hold me back, but it's the motivation and the energy. And I have a stack of fabric, including some vintage fabrics and things like that. So I'd really, and I love making textures and stuff, so I'd really like to get into that. And I've got my sewing machine out. I've got a clear space, so I should get to it, I know. Another thing that I want to make is some pencil cases or purses, whatever you want to call them, out of some of my brother's stuff. And now, if you don't already know, my brother passed away about 12 years ago, and my dad passed away last year, so maybe I'll make some things out of my dad's stuff as well. Lots of people that remember them well like to have that little token from them, and things like their ties and their sports shirts and stuff like that. They love that sort of stuff. And I know my aunties would like that, and same with my mum. I made my mum a beautiful pillow out of my brother's ties many years ago when I was house sitting their house, and I came across all the ties and got out her sewing machine, and she's treasured that ever since. So it's definitely something that I will get to. So we got goals for the year: baking bread and making doing some sewing, particularly making some purses. But another goal for the year is to read more. I think I've said that for the last 3 years running, but I never get enough of reading, or like something interrupts me, or I fall asleep, or I lose interest. But like, I've got so many cool books that I'd like to indulge in, and I never get the firm opportunity. So like, I'd like to embrace my inner reader and get to it. Number 27. I remember being 27, and I'll give you some advice that I always give to young people. 27, after that, it's all downhill. Downhill. Because the human mind reaches adult development at the age of 26. And after that, your body and your mind doesn't renew itself like it did before you were 26. Often in insurance policies and things like that, the age that you can pay a same premium as others is 26. And that's why, fellas. So keep that in mind. But in my no-buy for 2025... 27 is drinking alcohol for home. Now, I already have some drinking alcohol at home, so I'm not going to buy any more. and I wrote this list on New Year's Eve. And at that stage I wasn't thinking that I would be going on a low carb diet or anything like that, but that's probably something that will happen, and in that case alcohol will be a no-no. But that is not why I chose this number 27. It is because I don't like myself when I'm drunk, and alcohol is very expensive these days. Leave alcohol for other people. I'm on medications and I get very sick when I have alcohol, like sick. So just don't let me have any. And people that go, oh no, but everyone loves alcohol. No, everyone doesn't love alcohol, and you just have to learn to drink alone if you want to drink yourself. And when I say drinking alcohol, I will still buy the ISO. You know what I mean? Scrunchie randomly placed around the house is very typical of me, because I love to play with my hair. Always making it different. So at Loved Up Amanda's, we have, which is me, by the way, the Loved Up Amanda. The reason I got that name, Loved Up, is because I used to write a magazine called How I Found Love. So at Loved Up Amanda's, we have jewellery of all types, for men and women and even kids. So we like to think of ourselves as unisex for jewellery and clothing. I've got lots of new and used jewellery and clothing, shoes, accessories, socks, underwear, you name it. It's there, baby. And I have CDs and DVDs and some games and some magazines. I have this, we've got a few collector's things, and I'll get onto that, but I forgot that these are actually in relation to the other categories I've already mentioned. So this is a very rare magazine, Vol Comics. I picked this up at the comic store just off of Hindley Street in Adelaide. Lucky me, because it's now worth money, whereas when I got it, it was free. And I don't want any dodgy offers because of that. In fact, I am sick of dodgy offers and I don't want to see them anymore. If you make a dodgy offer, and we did mention CDs, DVDs, that sort of thing, and vinyl. This is a prized possession, vinyl. We'll cover up his wiener. So it's a Bauhaus CD, very rare vinyl, not a CD, as I just said. It's a beautiful gothic album. However, I'm just not into it, and I was given it when I was at a friend's house, and her sister was going overseas, and her sister has really good taste in music, and she gave me a whole heap of CDs and DVDs, DVDs, CDs and vinyl, and I was really grateful. However, there was some that I don't like. Some I've already given away, and some I've sold. You can see in the my history on Depop the things I've sold, and there's lots of CDs that I've sold at good prices. So I appreciate all the people that buy CDs and don't turn me out. However, if I do go to a pub, like I did on January the 1st, I don't mind having a drink. Even though I technically don't want to get pissed, it's nice to have some yummy cocktail or something like that with my beautiful lunch. I only go to pubs for lunches and stuff like that. I'm not in the bracket of going out on a Friday, Saturday, whatever night and spending time at the pub. It's not for me. I don't like going out at night time whatsoever. Give me a home among the gum trees. Next on the list, what is it? Number 28. Non-specific cookbooks. So I'm a person that still likes to use cookbooks. I think they're cool. I think if a person has gone to the effort of putting in a cookbook, it means they've got some interesting recipes, and if I like some of them, I'm going to try to make some of the others. One of my favourite I've got a few favourite cookbooks. I'll tell you about them. I've got the Australian Women's Weekly cookbooks. There's two of them. These are the original ones, and these are like hardcover from the 80s, and they are excellent. You can adjust recipes really easy because they've got really basic things set out. So I find cooking with those really easy. I have got a couple of cookbooks that are lost in the house somewhere, which really pisses me off. This international cookery class one, and also a canning one. So they may be something I'll have to try and track down again or something like that, which is really difficult because finding cookbooks again can be really hard work. So I don't want to buy the type of cookbook that is, as I said, non-specific. I really want to buy Tasting History by Max Miller's cookbook, because I think that would be really exciting. I've got a lot out of watching his show so far. He made this, I think it was a medieval herb pie, and it made me think about what's in my garden and what I can put in a spinach and feta triangle. So I mixed up all these different greens and herbs and stuff and made like that, and that turned out really well. So we'll have to keep up copying Max, my friend Max. He's my hero. There's another reason why all the good gay and non-gay souls of YouTube have been beneficial for me, and I need to be grateful for them, is during this time when I've been mourning the loss of my dear old dad, I've needed to get the noggin distracted. And I've also had to continue on with cleaning my house and running whatever business I have as a business, which isn't really a business. So to do that, I put on endless videos and just walk around the house and listen to them. You get educated that way. the amount of there's some other channels I watch in regards to prostitution, but the amount of things you can learn from a prostitute, like even before YouTube came along for me, I had some friends that were prostitutes, and one thing I learnt, and I don't think all the prostitutes these days are aware of this. This is a trick that they've used for a long time in the trade, is when you have your period, you use sea sponges to soak up the blood, and then you can keep having sex during your period. Now, I saw a video of like a first timer who had to put off her first 5 days of hooking because she had her period, and I thought, man, she's stupid. But anyway, I shouldn't say people are stupid. I had an incident the other day where I was in the supermarket getting salt, and this lady just goes there and picks up the top shelf pink Himalayan salt. Now, guess what, everybody? That product has, have you ever heard of microplastics? Well, in your Himalayan pink salt, that has the highest amount of microplastics than any other edible product. So if you're one of those suckers that goes for fad things like that, look what you're going to have. Your husband's semen is going to be swimming with microplastics. But I didn't say anything to her. I would have found that embarrassing to do that, and I was with my mum, and my mum would be embarrassed about that. I wish I could, though, like educate people in the middle of the supermarket. You see people reach for really bad options. I'm personally about to get educated about the diabetic options and things like that, so then I will find that very interesting too. I plan to eat my way out of diabetes. Computer games. I said games online originally, but computer games in general, I used them a few times and then on the shelf, in the drawer, don't use them again. I've got a Wii and heaps of games for that, so like I'm going to stick to that. I really like that. That sort of appeases my soul. I don't need to be too technical. I guess we all have different tastes, don't we? I'm not one of those people that has to have the latest stuff. In fact, I don't want the latest stuff. I like the vintage stuff. Give me the vintage stuff if you're sick of it, okay? That can be part of your will. We've all got to be serious and make wills. I know who I'm leaving my fortune to. Number 30. Fur coats, satin jackets, and wind cheaters. In other words, stop buying so many fucking jackets, Amanda, and start wearing some of the ones you've got. The thing is, we have a situation here in Adelaide where we don't get a massive amount of cold weather anymore. Well, we never really did. But with climate change, it's usually temperate weather, so more of this a year around. We did get really cold this year, but it's not been the coldest in however many years for a while. We had snow one year in the Adelaide Hills in Harndorf, and that was during COVID, so that nobody got to go out and enjoy it except the people of Harndorf, which was probably a better way of things happening. This is funny. Camo items. And I should say khaki items as well, because I'm getting sick of my khaki clothes, and I'm wearing khaki, so that's very funny. I don't mind the brighter green, you know, sort of like an emerald green, or I love that mint pastel green. But camo items, I have got so many camo items, even in different sizes, that I will achieve in the future. And like I'm feeling these days, like I'm walking around seeing people that I don't want to associate with in these items. So man, forget it. It used to be like techno, 90s techno affinity, but these days, no, it's not the same. Non-heirloom seeds or seedlings. If you don't know what that is, just fucking Google it. Last one for the big list, and pretty much a wrap up from Amanda, because she's getting tired and I need my beauty sleep at age 51. And also I get sedated, so can't argue with that, can you? Because then you get in trouble. And we wouldn't want to be in trouble with the government. So the last one, 33, is rugs and quilts. I've got enough. See that? That's a rug. Big old rug there. That's a king bed plush rug. I've got 3 of them. So yes, you understand, if I've got 3 of that one, imagine what else I've got. So yeah, I do. There's one thing I am going to buy, but I'm not going to say it, because then other people will buy it and then it will be sold out when I want to get it. Hopefully that economic example would mean that then they would make more and better products, but they don't. They just make cheap knockoffs all the time. I don't like that rationale. So I'll keep my purchase to myself. But I got given something in that area for Christmas, and then I said, oh, no, I don't want that one, I want this one. And, yep. The one I did get is like a super soft mattress topper. I don't need one of them, because my mattress came with a mattress topper, and it won't fit around the girth of the pillar on the mattress, and then the sheets won't fit the bed either, if there's this big pillow top and the extra pillow top on the mattress. Too big. So I have to say no to that one. Anyway, kind of over this, and I don't want to wake up tomorrow and go, hey. So probably when I get in this mood, it stays for a couple of days. I think I'm really satisfied with my journey around the gardens today. I hope you liked the little bit of it that I showed. I can do more videos in the garden. If you like that, make sure you hit me up in the comments. If you've made it this far in the video, also hit me up in the comments. Let me know. And peace be with you all, and many blessings to you all. Good night.